Why is it that some people leave a room and within minutes everyone forgets they were even there, and yet someone else leaves the same room? And hours later, people are still thinking about them. What creates that difference? It's not always appearance, it's not always wealth, and it's rarely about saying the perfect words. The real difference lies in something deeper and presence. Presence is the quiet power of someone who knows who they are and where they are going. It is the calm confidence that comes from a person who is building a life, not just waiting for life to happen. You see, many people believe that attraction comes from trying harder, saying more, proving more, but the truth is often the opposite. The more someone tries to force attention, the less valuable that attention feels. But when someone carries himself with purpose, discipline, and self respect, something interesting happens. People become curious, and curiosity is often where attraction begins. Think about the individuals who leave a lasting impression on you. They don't rush conversations, they don't try to impress every person in the room. Instead, they speak with sincerity, they listen with attention, and they move through life with direction. There is something powerful about a person who is genuinely interested in growth, because growth creates energy. When someone is learning, building, improving, and striving toward meaningful goals, that energy becomes visible. It shows in their posture, their tone, and their attitude toward life, and people are naturally drawn to those who are moving forward. But there's another important part of human connection that many people overlook. It is the ability to make someone feel seen and understood. In a world where many conversations are rushed and distracted, a person who listens carefully becomes rare. A person who remembers small details becomes memorable. When someone feels respected and valued in your presence, your conversations stay with them long after they end. Not because you tried to impress them, but because you made them feel comfortable being themselves. That kind of experience leaves an emotional imprint. Now imagine a man who spends the next months improving himself. He becomes healthier, more disciplined, more thoughtful. He focuses on learning, on purpose, on building something meaningful. When he speaks calmly. When he listens fully. When he walks into a room, he brings clarity instead of chaos. And slowly something changes. People begin to notice, not because he demanded attention, but because authenticity has a way of standing out in a noisy world. Here is a powerful truth about attraction. People remember how you make them feel. If someone feels respected, inspired, and comfortable around you, your presence begins to linger in their mind, long after the conversation ends, long after the moment passes. But if someone feels pressured, judged, or overwhelmed, the mind naturally moves away. Because real connection grows in an environment of ease and respect. The goal, then, is not to try to control how someone thinks about you. The goal is to become the kind of person whose character naturally leaves a positive impression. A person with purpose, a person with discipline, a person with emotional intelligence. Someone who improves themselves daily and treats others with genuine kindness. When you become that person, something remarkable happens. You stop worrying about whether people are thinking about you because the right people will remember your presence without being asked. And that is the real secret. Not trying to stay in someone's mind, but becoming someone whose authentic character naturally stays there. One of the most powerful lessons about human connection is that attraction often begins long before two people even start a meaningful conversation. It begins with the way a person builds their life, their mindset, and their sense of purpose. When someone is committed to personal growth, they naturally develop qualities that others find inspiring. Confidence, discipline, curiosity, and determination slowly become part of their personality. These qualities cannot be easily imitated because they are built through daily habits and consistent effort. A person who focuses on improving themselves every day begins to carry a different kind of energy. They speak with clarity, they make decisions with confidence, and they approach life with direction. This kind of presence is powerful because it reflects authenticity. People tend to notice individuals who are passionate about their goals and who are actively building something meaningful in their lives. It signals stability and ambition, which are traits that many people naturally admire. Personal growth also brings emotional maturity. As someone works on themselves, they learn patience, self control, and the ability to handle challenges calmly. These traits make interactions more comfortable and enjoyable because they create an atmosphere of respect and reliability. When others feel that someone is balanced, focused, and secure in who they are more likely to feel curious about that person. Another important aspect is that personal growth shifts attention away from seeking validation. Instead of constantly trying to prove worth to others, a person becomes more focused on becoming better each day. Ironically, this independence from approval often makes someone more attractive. People are drawn to those who value themselves and who continue moving forward with purpose. Over time, that dedication to growth creates a presence that remains memorable long after the interaction has ended. One of the most powerful aspects of human psychology is that people rarely remember every word from a conversation, but they almost always remember how someone made them feel. Emotions have a way of leaving deeper impressions than facts or statements. When an interaction makes someone feel respected, appreciated, and comfortable, that experience tends to stay in their mind long after the moment has passed. A strong emotional connection often begins with genuine attention. In a world where many conversations are rushed or distracted, a person who listens carefully immediately stands out. Listening with patience shows that you value the other person's thoughts and feelings. It communicates respect without needing elaborate words. When someone feels truly heard, they naturally become more open and relaxed, allowing the conversation to develop more naturally. Empathy also plays a key role in building memorable interactions. Understanding another person's perspective and responding with sincerity helps create trust. Trust is essential for meaningful relationships because it allows people to express themselves without fear of judgment. When someone senses that they are in a safe and respectful environment, they are more likely to associate that positive feeling with the person they are talking to. Small gestures can strengthen this emotional connection as well. Remembering details from previous conversations, asking thoughtful questions, or showing genuine interest in someone's experiences can make interactions feel personal and meaningful. These simple acts demonstrate that the conversation was not just a passing moment, but something that truly mattered. Over time, these experiences form a lasting impression. People tend to reflect on interactions that felt sincere and uplifting. When someone consistently creates that kind of atmosphere, their presence becomes associated with positive emotions, making them far more likely to remain in another person's thoughts. In the end, meaningful attraction and lasting impressions are not created by trying to force attention or control how someone thinks about you. They are created through the qualities a person develops within themselves and the way they treat others. When someone focuses on personal growth, builds confidence through discipline, and lives with clear purpose, their presence naturally becomes stronger and more noticeable. At the same time, when they communicate with empathy, listen with genuine attention, and show respect in every interaction, they create an environment where people feel comfortable and valued. These two elements, self development and emotional understanding, work together to form powerful and authentic connections. A person who is improving their life while also respecting the feelings and perspectives of others becomes memorable, not because they try to be impressive, but because their character reflects sincerity and strength. Over time, people remember those who made them feel inspired, understood, and respected. When someone consistently brings that positive energy into conversations and relationships, their presence leaves a lasting impact. The true lesson, therefore, is not about trying to stay in someone's mind through effort or persuasion, but about becoming a person whose authenticity, growth, and kindness naturally make others remember them.